I like getting to know the individual who makes the art, and I like going to their studio, and I like having time with them, getting to really understand them and where they're coming from and what the work is about.
It helps me see the world differently, and it's fun to be there with the artists who have a clear focus of what it is, how they see the world. So we started the gallery in 1977, and it was 7 artists in the 7th month in the year 77. Gallery was like a clubhouse. It was a place where the artists and we could all get together and discuss what was going on. And we all just had a great time. It was a lot of fun. The first 5 years of the gallery was a very hard struggle. We never had any money until that day Iris Sutton came along and invested some money in the gallery. Thank goodness she came along when she did, because had she not, we probably wouldn't be here today. And it was at about that same time Pilchuck was getting started, and Leo Chihuly was bringing people from around the world to teach glass during the summer months at this beautiful place up in the mountains. And I met Annie Gould Hallberg, who was one of the co-founders of Pilchuck. Annie had come to me and asked me if I would show the work that they were doing up there at the school in our little gallery in Belltown. Every year I would go up there during the summer months, and each year I would meet each of the artists, and they would be a part of that Pilchuck show in December. And then eventually I got to show them individually in their own one-person shows. So we gave Lino his first one-man show in Seattle.
By November of 1987, I had assembled a grouping of objects, and Bill exhibited them at the gallery on 4th Avenue. And he sold all of them. There's a lot of places like it, but there's no place like it. It's like pretty much held up there as the holy grail of places to exhibit in the United States. I think largely because of, like what I've said before about the quality, the caliber of artists that are represented, but then also it's Seattle. This is ground zero here for studio glass art.
The gallery, through the 80s and 90s, because of the very strong influence of glass, became known around the world, really, as a center for American studio glass.
It doesn't happen without someone like my dad, who's really willing to enthusiastically share his belief in the artists that he's showing. Those collectors wouldn't have been so willing to take a chance on some of these younger artists had it not been for Bill Traver really powerfully, I think, representing the work and saying in no uncertain terms, like, this work has value, these artists are doing important things that are going to change culture, and you should see it this way.
I love the artist. I love getting to know the individuals. I love getting to know what they were about and what they had to say. I love being a part of that ability to change the world in some small degree with the way we see the world by being there for the artist. I mean, I can look back at it now that I'm 80. I can look back and see the trend where it went. And it was a natural progression. It wasn't a planned progression. It was a step by step by step by step by step progression that took me to this place. There would never have been anything else. This was it. This was what was meant to be.